Welcome to another episode of Game 1, brought to you by Mo TV. I'm your host, Devon. You also call me D Black. Got my boy AG in the back helping me do this.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Another episode.
Yup, so we got, give y'all a quick segment breakdown. We got our hot topics. It's been a lot of hot topics going on. You have the NBA championship. The finals is going on right now as I'm recording this. So we'll see what if Boston can close this out or if, Dallas can get another one. We also want to get into the whole Caitlin Clark noise that's been going on. But the whole WNBA rookie class, we definitely want to highlight them. With the WNBA stars of the week for the month 2, who've just been doing their thing. And the Commissioner's Cup going on, coming up, WNBA in-season tournament. We got our usual buzzer beaters, and we got lifetime matchups. We're gonna see what I think about, maybe an old school player versus player now or from the past, whoever. And then we're gonna have some WNBA athlete shout-outs from the early for these hot topics. So we have the NBA Finals, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Boston Celtics matchup. Well, Boston's been dominating. It's no secret. A lot of people seem surprised, but when you look at the season as a whole, it wasn't that surprising. They won the most games in the league. They've been the most dominant team in the league. It's just more so the Western matchup. We didn't know who we were going to see, whether it was Denver, whether it was Minnesota, OKC, some of the other top seeds, but Dallas came out on top, which is, I really don't believe people saw that coming. I personally didn't. But, shout out to Luka and Kyrie. I think they proved that they can be a backcourt that can work. It's just going to take some time for them to, figure out some things chemistry-wise as well as the pieces around them, which they got some good pieces around them. But it's just that when you look at Boston, a team that's, haven't quite been able to figure out how to get over the hump for the past 5, maybe 6 years. I think it was in 2018 when they beat, when they lost to LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals. So this team has been kind of brewing and trying to figure it out for like years now. So it's just their time. It's just that simple. Like you watch them play, they move the ball extremely well. Everybody defends on top of like their all-star duo with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. The other guy, they got guys like Drew Holiday, Porzingis, who are also veteran players, all-star caliber and experience. You put all those things together, a tough team to beat, and it showed that. So they're likely going to win. So shout out to them if they do win. But that's the NBA championship for you for the 2024 finals. Now let's get into the whole Caitlin Clark noise. I'm calling it the Caitlin Clark noise because that's really what it is. It's noise that's kind of distracting everyone from the game, which I want to believe is why most of us, got excited for, the WNBA this season, because you got Caitlin Clark, you got Angel Reese, you got Cameron Brink, you got Rakea Jackson, all these talented rookies that brought their following, to the WNBA. And it's just unfortunate that, in this time with the internet and everything, you're bringing in people of different backgrounds that have some very hateful, bigoted, racist, misogynist, all those words that we use to describe some of the things that's been thrown at these players. So my whole thing is the Caitlin Clark noise. It all started over something simple, right? She has to improve her game and adjust to this, it's grown women, the WNBA style play. So that means it's more physical. That means you're going to have to get used to teams scheming to stop you. You know what I mean? But luckily, she has a good players around her. You know what I mean? Like you have Aaliyah Boston, who's also a first-round pick the year before, and was their all-star player. So it's like there's some things there. It's just I think people got to get back to the game because ultimately, every prodigy star that's coming to the league has to go through ups and downs, right? She's only a rookie. She didn't make the Olympic team. And guess what? Kevin Durant didn't play on the 08 team. You know what I mean? If he didn't play on the Olympics, Steph Curry is just now playing in his first Olympic team. So it's just, you got to work and keep working at it and you'll get your turn. And I believe Caitlin's going to get that. So Next on the hot topics, let's talk about all the WNBA rookies, right? You got Angel Reese, you got Aaliyah Edwards who's playing for the Mystics. Shout out to her. You got Cameron Breen and Rakaya Jackson. You know, the list goes on, Cardozo. So it's like, when I'm looking at this rookie class, it kind of reminds me of the 96, the 96 rookie class with Nash and Kobe and them. And then you got the 03 draft class with LeBron and Melo and Wade. Then you got the 84 draft class with Jordan, which is also with Charles Barkley. It's a legendary draft class too. I think of this draft class like that because it's going to bring a new popularity. It's not going to happen overnight, but over time you're going to see the growth of this game, the popularity of this game, and we're going to remember this as well as the great stars that came before them. So shout outs to them. Right now though, I think Angel's probably in the lead for Rookie of the Year. We'll see how long she can maintain that lead because it's a competitive rookie class. I like what I'm seeing out there. But just to shine some light on the WNBA stars in general, like the Asia Wilsons, the Enrique Agubuwales, the Drew Lloyds, the Breonna Stewarts, it just goes to show you that this league is full of talent, and I'm hoping that a lot of people that's like new to watching the WNBA realize that. Because as much as that rookie class is talented and it's a lot to be excited for, there's players right now that's killing it, it's murking it. So let's get into our WNBA star Asia Wilson. Shout out to her because she just made WNBA history with the most 25 points or more consecutive games. That's amazing. She's been doing some very great things for the past, since the season started, really. I know the Aces are like in the middle of the pack right now, trying to work their way up until they get Chelsea Gray back, they point guard. But she's been out there competing, proving why, she should be recognized as the best player in the NBA. In the WNBA, the W. So shout out to her. We got the Commissioner's Cup coming up soon. If I had to pick somebody a team that looks interesting to me for the Commissioner's Cup to win it all, I'd probably say Seattle, the Seattle Storm. Pay attention to them. They got Skylar Diggins and Drew Lloyd and Nneka Ogwumike over there. That's pretty much an all-star trio right there. You know what I mean? Obviously, people are going to go for like teams like the Aces or the Liberty to do their thing, but pay attention to the Storm because they're coming. Like they have a good record right now too. They're up in the standings, and that's pretty much it for our hot topics. So we can get into our fun segments. Next is our buzzer beaters.
So let's get it. First one is Jaylen Brown better than Jason Tatum?
I want to say this. I don't know if he's better, but from watching them throughout their career playing together, I think Jaylen Brown is more consistent in terms of like production. Like for example, Jason Tatum, he's gonna give you big nights. He probably give you more big nights than Jaylen Brown, where he give you 50s and 40-point games. But it's just he can be streaky at times, right? The next game he might have 50 or 41 game. The next game he had 18. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with Jaylen Brown, it's not to say that he doesn't have nights like those either, because every player can be streaky. But it's just I feel like I can count on Jaylen Brown getting 20 to 25 a night easy, just because of how he plays compared to Tatum. Tatum, they both do a lot.
That's my man. All right. Next topic. Is there more potential in Europe basketball than America in the next years for the NBA? Time starts now.
Depends on what you mean by potential, but in terms of like, are we going to see more unique athletes we've never seen? Maybe, because the game is global now, so the crop's not all coming from here in America. But in terms of is the talent going to be better, it's hard to say. Like I don't know, because even now, yes, the top players in the league are still, you got Giannis, Jokic. It'd be like international players. You still have American players as like the face. People are pushing as the face of the league, or got players that people are gravitating.
10 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, but I can't say for sure. Of course, I'm going with the Americans though.
3, 2, 1. buzzer beater. That was good. So next one. Should there be a non-gender All-Star game?
A non-gender All-Star. Don't they already have those?
That's a good question.
Non-gender, because like the All-Star games that be on ESPN, it be co-ed. Like they got WNBA players playing it, they got regular star women players in it with
So
them.
like a competitive.
Oh,
So you know how they have like a competitive
I don't know.
WNBA combined.
To be honest with you, I don't know. Competitively, I don't know about that one. I can't answer that for you. To tell you the truth, I can't say yes or no. I mean, if people get behind it and that's really what they want to do, then go for it. Me personally, I'm not gonna say I don't necessarily care for it, but it's just I'm not pushed for it. If it happens, it happens. It don't. But it's like people are always gonna compare the physicality between people with different genders and stuff like that. I don't know. It can get too weird too. So I don't know. It doesn't matter. If they have it, as a basketball fan, I'm gonna pay attention to it. I'm gonna watch it. So.
All right, that was just in time. All right, so next one. Should they have more leagues like the NBA for street ballers? So you know how
it's like a pro league for street ball.
Yeah, you know how they have like balls live and stuff like that. Should they have more leagues open up? So give more people opportunities.
I mean, sure, why not? If there's an opportunity for more, because there's so much talent out here. There's an opportunity for a lot of hoopers that didn't quite get to make it, but they wanted to. And if it's there, why not?
Does that take away from the NBA though?
No, I don't think so. I don't think the NBA is going to be the NBA regardless. Like there's leagues right now that's doing anything. Even though the NBA is still the biggest, like most popular basketball league in the world, so yeah, why not? It just creates more opportunities for hoopers because only 400 people can play. 450, I'm sorry, a few more people can play in the NBA. So why not?
Does environments major factors in athletes' performances in any sport? The environments of the cities that they're
like
in.
Situations?
The environments that they're in the cities they're in, like Miami, we talked about it earlier. So does environments really take a big factor of where like players are be in Atlanta or if they're in boring Michigan, you know what I'm saying? Is that a factor for that?
I think it depends more on the player more than the environment. I will say situations matter because you can't necessarily control your situation. The type of organization players a team players go to, that's something that can affect you. You control your coach, your teammates, your GM that orchestrates the setting that you're playing in, who you play with. So yeah, that can, but in terms of the environment or the city, that depends on the player because these players come from various backgrounds. You're not the first player to play in Miami.
10 seconds.
So it's on the player to say, what, yes, I got this all around me, I got this.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll beat you, buzzer.
Yeah, that was a good one. Buzzer beaters. I think today you might have been 5 out of 5 today. Might have been 5 out of 5.
Nah, I didn't finish the first one.
Oh, you didn't finish the first one. Yeah, that's true. So 4 out of 5. All right, we're back. Now we're doing lifetime matchups. Tim Duncan versus Anthony Davis. We're talking about Tim Duncan prime. Any reasons? Number one reason, maybe?
There's nothing wrong with that because it's like, what is something wrong with that? A lot of players do things like that, but it's just a player like Tim Duncan, I don't think he's going to give you that luxury to do things like that. Anthony Davis is going to put up numbers, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Tim Duncan is going to murder Anthony Davis and Anthony Davis ain't going to do, no, Anthony Davis is going to go to work too. It's just that Tim, he's shown at the highest level, he's going to get it done more consistently to me than Anthony Davis has, considering how Anthony Davis has looked in these past playoffs and then last year as well in 2023. So, and I get it's a team sport, and Tim Duncan had pop and But Tim Duncan is a big reason why that it all worked out for me, or for him. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna have to go with Tim Duncan on that.
Kyrie versus Dwayne Wade.
What you asking that? You know I'm going with Dwayne Wade. I shouldn't even have to explain why. But and not because he's my favorite player. But like, come on, man, it's Dwayne Wade. He's a better basketball player.
I'm not gonna even ask you explanations about Victor Wemby versus Nikola Jokic in 3 years.
In 3 years from now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Wemby's tough. 3 years from now? You know what's crazy? A while back I told somebody you only got about 3-4 more years before it's over for everybody else and Wemby starts coming. So, if Wemby is who people say he is, the answer should be Wemby. So I'm gonna go Wemby.
Okay. Last one, WNBA edition. Cardozo versus Asia Wilson.
Asia. Cardozo's still a rookie. They haven't played while we're recording this. They haven't played yet. So we'll see when that happens. They'll probably have Angel on her a bit more since Angel played a forward and Asia's more of a forward. But we'll see because, like I said, the Sky, they got rebounded. It ain't even just Cardoso and Angel. You know what I'm saying? You still got Izzy over there too. So it's like, we'll see. But I'm going with Asia in that matchup regardless. That's the best player in the world for the women. So our final segment, B&B athletes, we want to show some light on some athletes in the areas doing their thing. So shout out to 2 PG County natives and Malik Mack and Don Carey. Malik Mack's going to be playing at Georgetown this upcoming season. He's a transfer from Harvard. So check his highlights out. He was doing his thing at Harvard, man. Shout out to you. Hope you have a good season. We got Don Carey as well, PG County native. Played at Maryland and transferred to Georgetown, and he has some I want to say G League experience. You know, he just hooped with the main Celtics. So shout out to him. Keep doing your thing, and that's our DMV athletes. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Game One. To see more Game One content and other shows from OTV, check out our new website launching, where you will see everything that goes on with MO and what MO is trying to bring. And lastly, please be patient. We got another episode coming very soon. We're going to have a special guest on there, and it's going to be lit. So please, thank you guys for sticking with us here at Game One.